Okay, so the Suzuki TU250 versus the Suzuki VanVan 200. What are the differences and which one should you get if you're looking at these two motorcycles? Stick around with me for a few minutes and we'll get into it. What's up everyone? It's Alex. Today's video comes from a viewer question again, and I absolutely love the screen name of this viewer. Today's question was from Grumpy Squid, who said, "Thumbs up before I even started watching the video. You have good info. Thanks, Grumpy Squid. Can you give your thoughts on this versus the VanVan 200? And Grumpy Squid was talking about the Suzuki TU250X. That comment was on a video for the Suzuki TU250 that I did. So no problem, Grumpy Squid. TU250 versus VanVan 200. Let's jump into that. Before I get started, if you guys like the video, hit like. If you're new here, hit subscribe because it tells me what kind of content you guys continue to enjoy so I can keep making that for you guys. So the Suzuki TU250 I have made a couple of videos on so far, so I'm not going to do a super deep dive into all the specs and everything on that bike. If you want to deep dive into that before you start watching this video, then go check out one of the two videos I've already done reviewing the TU250. But basically, just to summarize, with the TU250X, you have a just under 250cc, air-cooled, single-cylinder engine, fuel-injected, chain drive with a 5-speed transmission on it from Suzuki. With the VanVan 200, you have a just under 200cc, also air-cooled, also single-cylinder engine, also now fuel-injected, also chain drive, also 5-speed transmission. And Suzuki was nice enough for most years to make the MSRP basically the same on them new to new. So usually if you're looking at a new one, you're going to find a TU250 and a VanVan 200 for around the same price point. So you're not even going to have to really factor that into it. Now the TU250 has been out slightly longer and you can usually find them even easier used. They're available in the US in larger numbers. So usually if you're looking for a used bike, the TU250 is going to be the easier one to find used. That being said, the VanVan 200 did not sell super well for most Suzuki dealers. So it's usually easy to find a leftover one out there at a very, very good discount if you want the VanVan 200. So here's where the massive difference is going to come between these motorcycles. Oh, also, as far as horsepower goes, they're both in the middle teens as far as horsepower. When you're talking about a small single-cylinder air-cooled motorcycle, usually horsepower is not really going to be a thing you're really looking at, but they're both in the mid-teens as far as horsepower goes. So big difference between these two motorcycles. The TU250 is made to be a small, easy, fuel-injected, modernized, small displacement, classic style motorcycle. It is a classic standard in a small, easy to use, but plenty capable platform and engine displacement size. So it is the epitome of a very middle of the road standard motorcycle in a 250cc fuel injected easy package. Fantastic beginner motorcycle. As I've stated before, one of the best beginner motorcycles you can possibly get your hands on if you don't want a beginner sport bike. If you want a standard or anything like that, great package in a first motorcycle. Also amazing package for advanced riders and experienced riders who want a second bike to customize, throw around, play with, super fun, right? The VanVan 200. Here's what the VanVan 200 is and where it differs. The VanVan 200 is that same kind of a feeling in a package, except in a retro-styled enduro or scrambler type of a motorcycle. So whereas the TU250 is a modern, classic, standard, street, road type motorcycle, the VanVan 200 was made to be that same small, easy package, but in an enduro or scrambler styling. So it's got the big, fat, kind of dirt-oriented knobbies on it, a lot like a TW200 would be. It's very, very similar to a TW200, but even more classic and retro, right? And the fuel injection is really, really nice on it. So you have a very classic style tank, very classic style seat, classic headlight. Everything about the VanVan is straight up 1970s classic Suzuki Scrambler or Enduro. So that's the difference. The TU250 is your straight up road-oriented classic standard, but with a modern kind of twist to it. The VanVan 200 is your classic Enduro or Scrambler in a small displacement bike, very, very easy with the modern technology on it. So the VanVan would appeal to a lot of the people that a TW200 would appeal to that want one that's even more classic inspired. Or any beginner that wants that really easy, nice package in a beginner bike like that, but wants one that would do a little bit better on dirt roads, gravel, sand, that kind of stuff. So that's it. That's the TU250 versus the VanVan. The TU250 is the far better option if you want the overall more versatile road machine and probably more customizable in the long run. The VanVan is the better option if you want a small displacement bike that's great for beginners, or is great for advanced people that want a really, really fun little dirt road, gravel road, sandy, like capable classic enduro or classic scrambler type of a motorcycle, okay? That's the difference between the two of them. I hoped it helped. If it did not, please put your updated comments and questions in the comments below. Let's have a discussion about it. And you people out there that love the TW200, what do you think about the VanVan 200? The TW200 and the VanVan, very, very close and evenly matched motorcycles in a lot of ways. So let me know what you think about that. I would be very interested in everyone's thoughts on TW200 versus VanVan 200 as well. Maybe a future shootout we might do if I can get my hands on both of them at the same time. As always, guys, have a great day. Ride safe. I'm Alex. Peace.